Welcome everybody back to STEAM Team.
Woohoo!
My name is Mark.
And I'm Kaitlin, and we're here today with two amazing science experiments.
Woo! Alright, so to start off, we're going to do tiger toothpaste.
Woohoo! Tiger toothpaste? That sounds kind of cool, kind of weird. Where do you think the name came from, Mark? Like, does it look like toothpaste? Is it really big, like a tiger would use it?
It kind of does. You know, I've seen it be called elephant toothpaste.
Wow! Elephants have big teeth, so they must need really big toothbrushes and toothpaste. So that's what we'll be making today. First, we're going to grab our supplies. So we use a 1 liter bottle, a funnel, so we don't have any spillage. We have this handy dandy measuring utensil. It's called a graduated cylinder. Scientists use it, so it's like really cool. We're going to be using hydrogen peroxide, some food coloring, and a bit of yeast with some warm water. So, the first step, we need to grab our hydrogen peroxide and grab our graduated cylinder, and we have to measure 125 milliliters. So on this cylinder, there's little increments where it's measured. So I have to go all the way to 125, which is like about there, which I'm going to use the funnel so I don't spill.
Make sure that we get 125 milliliters.
And
you might not have a graduated cylinder at home, so you can use some measuring cups.
And Mark's going to politely watch as I pour it in to when I get to it. So if you have a friend at home or your parent and you want to do something like this, you can measure it using different measuring utensils. Lots more. Lots more. Maybe I should have took the cap off.
Alright, let's keep going, keep going. It's just almost there. Keep going. Keep going. Stop.
Awesome.
Great, 125.
Right on the button. Okay, next we have to pour our 125 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide into our 1 liter bottle.
Carefully, make sure we don't spill it.
Perfect. Awesome. So next,
We have dish soap.
yeah, so we have to do 1 big squirt of dish soap. You know what a big squirt is? Like you really like squeeze the bottle. Or just like so. If you need the funnel to use it to help, you can. Mark was too good for the funnel, so he just used right into the bottle. Okay, so next, after the big squirt of dish soap, we are going to do food coloring. So, I'm going to pick the first color, but we can have like 3 or 4 different colors. So,
I know.
like I'll pick one, then Mark can pick one maybe.
It's going to be like a funky rainbow.
Yeah. What am I going to pick? Let me do like a light blue. I'm going to do like a light blue. So what we have to do on this step, very carefully, you hold your bottle. You might need to tip it a bit. You put your food coloring right at the tip, the side of the bottle, and you have to squeeze, and it goes down the side.
You have to be super
can
careful
show you.
that you don't pour directly in, but you have to pour it down the side of the bottle.
So it's going down here. I'm not mixing it. I'm leaving it like that, so it's going to spread on its own, and it's going down the side of the bottle. So Mark, you can pick your color.
I think my favorite color is pink, so I'll try that.
Awesome. So try to space your food coloring out around the sides of the bottle. Awesome, that worked perfectly. Now I'm going to add a yellow. Ooh. When I think of yellow, I think of sunshine and I think of summer. But right now, it's a bit too hot for us to be outside. So I'm going to pour right down the side of the bottle.
That's great.
We can do 1 or 2 more colors for us.
Let's do one more color. I'll choose green.
Awesome.
So I'm going to tip it carefully.
And try to do it in between
Press
so
the
they
food
all
coloring
have
against the side.
even amounts between each other. And look, it goes down the bottle.
Down the bottle.
And you see, this bottom stuff's kind of getting really dark in color. We did not mix it. It mixed on its own. You're not, no way. Do not shake this bottle. You gotta let it just breathe and do its own thing.
Okay, gotta be careful.
Yes. So, in a separate container now, we have a little cup. We will mix 1 packet of quick rise instant yeast with some warm water. We actually need 3 tablespoons of this yeast, which equals about a pack, and then a cup of warm water and something to stir it with.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just go like this. Gotta get all the yeast on the bottom so I can open it without it going everywhere. So here I go, opening it. What cup are we gonna use, Mark?
I'm just mixing some hot and cold water so we get some warm water.
Okay, we had really hot water because we boiled it, but you can use warm tap water, works fine. Or if you use some boiled water, you let it sit for a bit to get warm. You need to be able to kind of put your finger in it and your finger will not burn. So that's the temperature. I have my cup. I'm first gonna pour all the yeast. 1 packet should be about 3 tablespoons, which is what we need for our experiment.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put that to the side. Mark was ever so nicely to get me some warm water. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill the cup that has the yeast. Now we're gonna put the warm water in it.
We need actually 3 tablespoons of warm water.
Only 3? I thought it was 3 tablespoons of yeast.
It's 1 tablespoon of yeast.
Oh,
And 3
my
tablespoons
bad.
of warm water.
There's about 1 tablespoon of yeast in a packet and 3 tablespoons of warm water. I got a little mixed up there. That's okay. Good thing I have Mark here to help me out.
There we go.
Okay. So, tablespoon, TBS. Remember that, folks. We'll be using tablespoons a lot. So,
And make sure that the water is warm. If you get the water too hot, it's going to kill all the yeast in there. If it's too cold, then a reaction is not going to happen. So you want to make sure it's nice and
1.
warm.
We get 1. And you want to get full as you can of a tablespoon. 2. 1 more. Sometimes it helps if you tip the cup a little bit to fill it so it's full to the top. And then you pour 3. Now, we have to do it, we have to stir it. We have to stir so all of it dissolves. You can't have any clumps left.
No. We want to make sure it's a nice, even, uniform color. No clumps.
It may take some time. You may have to stir it pretty fast. You may have to stir it slowly. Try to find the right consistency, but keep it in the cup. Do not make a mess of it. Do I still have clumps?
Keep going a bit more.
Okay, I still got some clumps, so
Just a
Mark
bit of
told me to
clumps.
keep going. I can come show you a little bit closer. So it kind of looks like this, and I'm stirring it and trying to get all the clumps away. I think we're good now.
Okay. So once we're ready, we're going to take the yeast and water mixture, and then we're going to pour it into our cup, and it's going to start shooting straight up. There's going to be a lot of toothpaste coming out.
Yeah, it should start shooting straight up if we did it correctly.
Moment of truth. Let's go.
Whoa! Do you see it coming, friends?
And it's coming up.
Oh
and it's
my
coming up.
gosh!
And it went straight through the bottle.
Look at all the colors! Look at
That's
all
so
these
cool.
colors! Do you see all our colors?
Do you see the
Look
red
how
stripe
cool.
going down the side? That's
The
awesome.
red stripe on this side.
There's a yellow stripe on another
There's
side.
the yellow. There's the green. Look how much it is even.
Oh man.
Woohoo!
So much toothpaste.
Look how big it is. That's why we say it's tiger or elephant toothpaste.
Yeah.
Because elephants and tigers got big teeth. And they need a lot of toothpaste. Whoa!
Wow, damn. Darn.
Awesome! I think we did that one A+. What do you
That was
think, Mark?
great. That worked perfectly. Yeah. All you need, hydrogen peroxide, yeast, water, and you're good. Some food coloring.
Yeah, food coloring to make it look like that extra. I love how the pinkish red color took over. So most of the foam is like a pinky, but you still have the stripes. So the more stripes you put, the more different striped colors you'll see in your toothpaste.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's so cool. Wow.
Awesome. So now we have a second experiment,
That's
maybe third, depending, to
Okay.
show you directed by Mark. I'll put this to the side, and we can
Awesome.
check up on it maybe later.
Cool. So next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to play around with some baking soda and vinegar. Okay? So we're gonna get these empty water balls, the kind that have water filled them and then you use to drink water out of. We're gonna take one. We're gonna unscrew the lid off and set it aside. And then we're gonna use a brand new clean funnel. And we're gonna pour some vinegar in, so it's about halfway full.
Halfway, about right here, friends. Halfway full in a normal size 500 milliliter cup or bottle.
Alright, that's about it.
Awesome.
Alright, now Kaitlin, can I get you to roll up the baking soda in the tissue?
Yes.
Alright, so what we're going to be doing now is that we're going to be getting some baking soda. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of baking soda and we're going to...
1 tablespoon. Remember, I told you the tablespoon will be important.
Yep. And then we're going to scoop out 1 tablespoon of baking soda and we're going to pour it onto a folded tissue. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a tablespoon of baking soda,
Oh, there is a tablespoon in it.
pour it on the tissue, and then we're going to carefully fold the tissue so that it encloses the baking soda.
Why do we do this, Mark?
We do this because if we pour the baking soda directly into the vinegar, it's going to start reacting like instantly. We want to give it a bit of time before it starts reacting so that we can actually get what we need on the bottle for the experiment to work, right? So in this way, we're putting baking soda on a folded piece of tissue paper, and so the vinegar actually has to soak through the tissue before it can actually get to the baking soda for the reaction to occur. Okay? So Kaitlin, do you want to show that closer to the camera?
So friends, I did a tablespoon and I put it in here. I did it all nicely tucked in, closed up, and we're going to put it into the bottle. It has to be able to go in the mouth of the bottle.
Alright.
Watch very carefully.
Right.
This is a pretty fast thing I have to do.
So what's going to happen is that Kaitlin has got her tissue paper full of baking soda. She's going to quickly put it into the cup, and then I'm going to put a balloon over it.
As fast as possible.
As fast as possible. And we'll see what happens.
Whoa, watch.
Whoa.
So it's taking a bit to react, like we said. And now what do you notice? Is the balloon getting bigger?
It sure looks like it.
Holy, look at it rising.
Holy, look how much.
Friends, do you see that? The balloon's getting so big, and the liquid stuff is all bubbly and going into the balloon. Wow, let me bring it forward for them to see. Do you see, look, the reaction happening here? It went up and actually went into the balloon. And it made this balloon go, woo, all the way big. So you don't have to use your own air to blow it up. You can use science.
Vinegar. So here's what's actually happening. We have vinegar in the bottle, and then we put in baking soda. The vinegar and baking soda reacted to form a kind of gas called carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is being pushed out of the bottle into the balloon, and it blows the balloon up really big.
Yeah. What do you think would happen if I dump all the liquids into the balloon? Mark, any guesses?
I think the balloon might get even bigger.
Oh my goodness, let's try. We gotta do it carefully though, because we don't want spilling. Oh, I hear it, and it's getting bigger.
Yep.
You hear it? The fizziness noise?
The fizziness means that the baking soda and vinegar are reacting with one another. That means more
bigger.
carbon dioxide is being released. That means the balloon gets even bigger.
Awesome!
The more you shake the ball, the more vinegar and baking soda reacts with one another, and the more carbon dioxide that's produced, the bigger the balloon becomes.
Yeah! You could even get it even bigger than this. It all deals with the amount you use.
Awesome.
So much fun!
And
Who knew science could be so interesting?
And that's how you blow up balloons without even using your mouth.
Awesome! Woohoo!
Alright, so thanks for joining us, everybody.
I'm so happy that you guys got to join us. Look, we added a bit more hydrogen peroxide, and it's keeping it coming out.
Yep, the more hydrogen peroxide you add into the Tiger toothpaste, the more toothpaste gets formed. So today,
Awesome.
we did 2 experiments. We did Tiger toothpaste or elephant toothpaste, and we did baking soda vinegar balloons.
Woohoo! I am so happy to come to you, even though we can't be in person. Virtually is still just as good, and we are super excited to see you again.
Awesome.
Until then,
Thank you.
thank you and bye!